to take the recycling, guys. Here we are. Yes, this is how I'm dressed because it's cold outside. It's supposed to snow later tonight, but I bet it'll miss us like it always does. Let's go put this recycling where it goes. This is what we're working with, y'all. Got a lot of paper today. All of this is plastic. Alright, I got it done, and just ignore this spot, please. So I was gonna get groceries in town, but it was packed out. So now I'm going somewhere else to get them. Almost there, guys. I made it. Let's go get the groceries that we forgot the other day. So this one's pretty packed too, but it's still not as packed as the one in town. People think it's gonna snow, so they're getting all the groceries. You know how it is. But I'm just getting the ones that we forgot the other day. So let's go. Got my list. My husband won't let me drink these until I get a job. So stupid. That's cute, y'all. Snoopy and SpongeBob. Trying to find my seasonings, guys, that I need, but it's hard to find them. Guess I'm gonna try this brand, y'all. I can't find it nowhere else. Them lines be crazy, y'all, so I'm gonna go look at this cleaning supplies because I do need a few things. I wonder what the difference is. That's weird. They look the same, just different colors. I'm going with the one I always get. Go ahead and get the big one. It's not that bad, y'all. See y'all at home. It was bad when I walked in, but I guess I'm checking out at a good time. Made it home, guys. And I wanted to show you, these things right here are good for dusting. You just take one out, and since my living room just stays dusty, even though I dust it every other day, I will give you a demonstration. Let's see. And yes, I'm putting my groceries up still, so they're in my hand. But see? Look how easy that was. So yeah, it's not just for a Swiffer, which I do have a Swiffer, but I also use them for dusting. It's just easier. Anyway, the more you know. So yeah, I use laundry baskets for some of my recycling, but I went another, because I'm, you know, everywhere. I went ahead and got the big pack because that way I won't have to worry about it. And I've got multiple ones in my house, so yeah. Now, Kitty, you want a treat? You want some treats? Let's go give her some treats, y'all. Alright, guys, I got them. Let's make her work for her treats. Give her some exercise. You ready, Kitty? Let's go. Not too much, since she's an old lady. But she's ready for them, y'all. Whoop, I accidentally dropped one. There's a freebie, Kitty. The rest of them you gotta work for. And that's a little bit more recycling. I think my husband wants that box, so I'm not going to recycle that. But I did put my grocery bags in it for now. You ready? Readies? Go. She makes the funniest noises, y'all. I guess I need to move better so she can actually get some exercise. Go. I want her to be able to find them, so I don't want to throw them too far. I was actually early at the recycling place, but they had the doors open, so I went in. And there was already somebody else over there, so bada bing, 30 minutes early. Got out of there quick. Alright, kitty, you're all good. You satisfied? Tell me about it. Say, I'm licking my lips. I'm satisfied. Yeah. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to be making lasagna soup tomorrow for supper. So stay tuned. This is my breakfast, y'all. I had it for supper too. It's that Hawaiian dish that's popular. I think it's called Moco Loco. But it's rice, hamburger meat with gravy, and an egg. A runny egg. And I finally got my egg right this time. Let's eat. So this is really my lunch. Because I didn't wake up till 11 because I couldn't sleep last night. So I stayed up till 4 a.m. reading my book. And yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, let's eat. And watch Netflix. I just watched His and Hers last night. It's really good if you like mystery and a thriller. Really need to watch it. Hey y'all, Tabby Tail here. It's day 2, and this is what I'm doing. I'm scrubbing this because it's nasty, and I didn't want to throw this away because I can just. What I should have done is I should have been constantly cleaning this, but I was lazy and didn't. But anyway, I put 409 on it overnight, and it don't look as crusty anymore. But I'm gonna scrub it now. That's 409 going down the drain, even though it looks like pee-pee. So, I'm not showing my face in this video because I look hideous. I don't know what's going on with me. But you got a little insight in yesterday's. And yeah, wow. I can't even speak because I don't know. It's just, I guess because I'm aging and I don't know if it's a zit or what. But anyway, I look like I'm growing a unicorn, you know, a horn out of my head like a unicorn. But anyways, let's see. We're making lasagna soup. So I was going to deal with this. I guess I'll scrub this first and then make it, but I'll show you everything I'm going to need for my lasagna soup. So this is the best brand of red sauce that you can get. And I got the marinara for my lasagna soup. But when I make spaghetti, I get the tomato and basil. Either one is good, but this is what I got this time around. Let's see. And then you get my lasagna noodles. And then, if I can find it, all the way up here. I don't know if I can reach it. But you use, yeah, me and my shortness. You use some chicken broth in lasagna soup. I know that sounds weird, but that's how you make it soupy. And it calls for just a small amount, but I think I'm gonna put a little bit more in there because here's the recipe. I wrote it down. It's pretty simple too, but it's always good to write stuff down so you don't forget. And this is just how I make mine. And you can do you can change it up and put more stuff in it, but this is how I make mine. Anyways, yeah, chicken broth. You're only supposed to put 1 cup of chicken broth, but I think I want to put 1.5 cups just to make it more soupy. And then oregano. And yesterday at the grocery store, I could not find my seasonings. Like, they had a whole seasoning rack. You saw it. And yeah, I finally found the cayenne pepper in that one brand, but I couldn't find everything bagel seasoning and whatever else I needed. Anyways, and you always have to have heavy cream for lasagna soup. And ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese. It's really cheesy, y'all. So if you're lactose, you probably shouldn't eat this. But I think I'm getting lactose, by the way. Like certain times when I eat ice cream, it makes me sick. But other times I'm fine. But my dad says that's just part of getting old. Anyways, let's see. I think that's all I need in here. I'm going to go put this in the recycling box to carry it downstairs anyway. I cleaned her out, but I'd rather her stand upright chill there. And yeah, I really don't understand why they have a blue and white 409 and then a yellow 409. Because both of them say the same thing. Unless I can't see, but it looks like they say the same thing. So yeah, you get your seasonings, you get your heavy cream, and I don't have any garlic, so I'll just put garlic powder, and then salt and pepper. And you can go with 2 cups of water, but it might make it too watery. So I usually just go with 1 cup of water and then see what it looks like and then stir it around. Especially since I'm going to put another half cup of this stuff, so like I said before, you can do you. But in the meantime, I'm going to scrub this and I'll get back with you. And if anything, it looks better than it did. Because, some of my videos, it was embarrassing because you could see how nasty this was. But it's only on the bottom. It's not like the dishes actually touch it. But anyways, I cleaned it, y'all. And this is the few dishes that I made this morning. And then that's my cup from last night. And yeah. So let's get to it. Alright guys. I filled up my pasta pot with some water. Turn on the eye. Let's put some salt in her. And I know a lot of people don't put their lasagna in water and boil it before they make their lasagna. But I just don't think that it gets done. I'm just iffy about that. So I always cook my noodles. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And with lasagna soup, it's always easier to get those bow tie noodles. But since I've got these noodles that need to be 8, I'm just going to break them up and put them in here. And bada bing. And it don't have to be perfect, but you need them to be at least bite size, just to make it easier to eat. And that's why I say the bow tie noodles are just easier to buy, and because they're easier to eat. That's just me, y'all. Anyway, let's do it. Alright, guys. Ready for the meat now. And what I do, because it grosses me out, I don't know why it grosses me out, but I always have to smash my meat so it don't have those little squigglies. Because it just grosses me out because it looks like worms. And whenever I watch YouTubers and they cook their hamburger meat and they don't crush up their meat first and make it solid, it just grosses me out so much. Anyway, that's just one of my things that gets me grossed out. So I'm going to put all the seasonings on here. Even the basil and the oregano. And the garlic, and I'm going to put a little onion powder too in my meat, just so it'll have some flavor. And I'll add more basil and oregano in the pot when I get together. And yes, I'm still talking with my hands. Alright guys, the meat's going and the noodles are going. And you have to have a separate pot to put everything in to make a soup. So I'll get that now. For a little bit of kick, I put some cayenne pepper in there. I'm addicted to it, guys. I like it. It's good for your stomach too. After the meat's cooked, which still has a few more minutes, but get the grease out of it before you put it in the pot. Alright, got my hamburger made in my pot now. Let's turn the oil down a little bit while I start adding everything in. Plus my noodles are ready. Jar going in. What I do so I don't waste it, the rest of the stuff in the jar, is I put water in there and then I pour it. So let's do that now. Well, I ended up pouring half of the jar in there of water from the fridge. Hopefully that's not enough, too much water. But at least it'll be soupy this time. Because usually when I make this, it turns out like a homemade Hamburger Helper lasagna. If you've ever had Hamburger Helper brand. But it's still good, y'all. So now, let's go get the cheese and the heavy cream. Heavy cream. Parmesan cheese. Kitty, you ain't getting none right now. Mozzarella cheese. And my cat's begging, like always. Get away! She always is a drama queen. I barely even touched her. But she's always in the way, y'all. And I know if you got animals, you understand. I didn't hurt her. She just acts like I did. Anyways, I got all that out now. Half a cup of heavy cream, y'all. And guys, I didn't hurt my cat. She's just a drama queen. I barely touched her when she was standing behind me because she don't know how to get out of the way. Because that's how animals are. Always in the way under your feet. So I ended up doing 1 1/4 cup of this chicken broth, y'all. We'll see what it looks like. I still haven't stirred it. I gotta put my seasonings in and my cheese. Just put more garlic powder in there, y'all. Oregano. Let me know in the comments if I get on y'all's nerves with saying y'all all the time. And I noticed in my Pigeon Forge video I said guys a lot. So I'm sorry. No one's perfect though. Hopefully that's not too much oregano. I don't think it will be. It'll just give it some flavor. Now for the basil. Seeing as how I put just a little bit in the meat, this should be plenty, y'all, for some flavor. Flavor. Let's not forget about the ricotta cheese, y'all. And this is a good brand. I just recently found it at Food City in America. But it's really good. It tastes good. Other than off-brand. The recipe calls for a cup of ricotta. But I just guesstimate, honestly. That goes with the rest of the cheeses, too. Always put about half of the container. Maybe a little under. But honestly, more cheese is the best. And I still gotta stir it. 1 cup of mozzarella going in. And I'm just guessing. That looks about right, I guess. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, that's good. I had to get the fancy cheese because I didn't have a bag of the Parmesan in this size. Or a bag of Parmesan, period. So yeah, here's your craft. And just half a cup of this. So I'm guesstimating again. Hopefully I don't spill. Just a little pinch more. That's good enough. Look at that pile of cheese, y'all. It's so yummy, you have no idea. I still gotta prep the oven for some garlic bread. But it's just the store-bought garlic bread. That store-bought's good, y'all. That Texas bread, yum yum. And that's everything on the list, guys. Pretty simple soup recipe. Just got stirred up and let it simmer. My husband should be home in about 20 to 30 minutes. So we're doing good, y'all. Even though I slept till 11 because I didn't go to bed till 4 a.m. Because I can't sleep sometimes. And I finished my book. Yay. It was so good. Now I can take all the books I've read to the library to donate them. Woo! Let me stir this off camera because it's hard, y'all. Even though she don't deserve it, I gave her some cheese, guys. She's just an old beggar. Ain't you, kitty? She's a drama queen. Side note, have y'all tried these yet? And yes, I know what they look like, but they're so good. They're so good. I mean, it's a little tiny cracker with milk and dark chocolatey layers. So very good, guys. If you're in the US, you need to try them. Really good. This is what she looks like. I will switch over spoons to a bigger spoon. I was just using this one to stir. But it's more satisfying when you use the bow tie noodles because it's prettier. But I mean, at least I finally used my leftover lasagna noodles. And we can eat on this for the rest of the week. And my husband told me, because you remember Culver's opened in my town, or our town. And yeah, this is really cheesy, y'all. But anyways, he says tomorrow, hopefully, we'll get to go eat with our in-laws at Culver's. And this is my big old heifer soup spoon. But yeah, this is what she looks like. I'm just going to let it do its thing and simmer while I prep the oven for some garlic bread. And it is definitely more watery. So I might taste it, see if it needs some salt and pepper and all that, since I added a little bit more water than I wanted to. But that's how you do it, guys. It's a real simple recipe, and you can just do your own thing with it. One time I added jalapeno slices, so that's what my husband wanted to try. I'm sure it'll have a kick anyway, because that cayenne pepper I added. And side note, I still haven't heard back to see if I'm able to get that job or not. So it's still up in the air. But since it was a short week this week, my husband said they'll probably call next week. And if they don't call next week, I'm going to try to apply somewhere else, because I'm tired of waiting. I need money now. I mean, the world is too expensive not to have a job anymore. It's got to be done, y'all. And if you're like me, you know the struggle's real. Y'all, let's put the little lid on her. Let her cook. And I'll see you when it's ready. And we're ready to eat. And this is the garlic bread I was talking about. That's really yummy. And I'm about to go put her in the oven, y'all. And then I'll feed the kitty some more food. Don't you even. I'm trying to show you this, my husband being silly. But anyway, this is what it looks like in this big old bowl. I got mine and his. We'll probably put a little bit of, once again, as my stepdad says, sawdust on top, which is just Parmesan cheese. And then here's what the bread looks like. When you flip it over, it's nice and toasty like we like it. 10 minutes. 10 minutes in the oven. I like everything like that. Yeah, that's just me though, you guys. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Tabby Toe out.